You get. This is a rutabaga, now peeled. Over in Europe, this is, yep, a yellow turnip. It's also known as a Swede. Doesn't look Swiss to me, but or Sweden to me, but yeah. Okay. Cook the turnips or Swedes and potatoes separate by boiling water. It looks like just chopped. So let's go ahead and cut this up. And I think on the, no I don't, I took that off. I don't have the recipe on there. Edith Dads was curious about this, so I'm going to bring it up real quick. You know, I said I didn't need the keyboard, then I decided to do that. Can I get my shirt shipped? Side of cookies. We're off cookies for a bit, but we're coming up on Pie Day. Darn get so. Stay tuned. May do something silly then too. All right. Echo, set a 90-minute haggis timer.
Haggis timer, 1 hour and 30 minutes. Starting now.
I think they are the same bin with whatever as I have. Oh, Bleed Blue, welcome in. Howdy from Houston, Texas. Glad you could join us tonight. Dogs are also attracted by when we cut because we share our vegetables with them. So, I'll set up 2 different pans for these. Actually, let's weigh these. It says 400 grams, but this one weighed over a pound, which is pound and a half, which is close. Yeah, it's about 600 grams. So 1.5 times for the neeps. Neep, neep. Hi. Are you a good boy? Heavily salted water. Don't waste the resources. Oh no. Our haggis split. Well, it's just going to keep going. I'm going to do it at a very low simmer, and that should work for us. Oh, two peckers, welcome in. I'm eating TV dinner, watching people cook randomly, and hopping streams. Well, glad you stopped by. Yeah, the string came off the end, so some of it's in the water. So we will be doing a slow simmer on that. I think the alternative... I got an alternative. Yeah, I could do that. Now I know why the other guys... Oh, yeah. So, yeah, the skin shrank. Yeah, really. Maybe. But I'm not giving up yet. I have an idea forming in my head. Let's see. Recommend burns. Yes, hippie. Smoked any pork? Yes, I have smoked plenty of pork shoulder. More often in the summer. Now we're going to keep it basically low boil. These are safe at that level, not, full intense boil. And this will not go to waste. It will join. This, I've sauteed haggis, basically cut it up into slices, had it on sandwiches, with a little bit of egg. Egg and haggis sandwich is very good. In my head. Oh, it's a quote from, you ever see Time Bandits? I've got an idea forming in my head. You haven't had an idea since the Stone Age or something. Strata. Fantastic movie. Was not a Monty Python movie. It was a Terry Gilliam movie, I think. But I loved it. Exactly. It's very traditional called a oops. What do I do now? It's not the right tool for the job. Speaking of Dick Van Dyke, we were cruising YouTube the other day, and there was an address from him, and he was reading a speech he read from Rod Serling, Twilight Zone, etc., back in 1960s, where he was supposed to speak along with Martin Luther King. And he read it again not too long ago. He's 98 years old. Sharp, but, looked 98. Fascinating. And it was about, where we were with our civil rights, etc. But Rod Serling was not bemoaning the fact that it's taken so long, and that was 50 years ago. So, but I loved him in, there was a movie he did, Robinson Crusoe, USN, for Disney. When I was growing up, that was my favorite movie. I like pork butts. Can I lie? We have to re-record that song. A little bit of salt in the rutabaga. Slower on the front. There. Good. asking about pork butts. It was, I do that a lot in the summertime. It's a cost-effective meal, and I love it. So, that much tater. That's a big tater. How did they get dog hair on this? How did you guys do that? Amazing. I can't deny. Being from Houston, aren't you more into cow, or do you like both? Just curious. So I know the barbecue changes somewhere out there from doing pork to beef. And I like both. I love a good brisket. I actually have some. We tried to do some sous vide brisket. It worked. It turned out like pastrami. Did a rub on it. It's not a bad thing. It's just. But the brisket I was looking for, if you've had good brisket, smoked, it's very tender with an incredible flavor. I'm not as good at brisket as I am on pork butt yet. And kind of where I'm going with my meat purchases anymore, it's not going to be as much beef. Magic puppers. Extra treats. See, this is why I changed that thing, because now they're triggered. Whenever I sit here and start talking, they hover. They are right there now. Don't know if you can. Indy is making this quiet whimper sound. And there he goes. You guys think I'm going to give you something? Ooh, I got a boop. All right. Since Garnget said it, okay. Huh, those treats are not here. Ah, yes they are. Lady Wayfarer made these treats a while ago. They're basically frozen broth. Were you a good boy? You gonna sit? There you go. Andy, there you go. Good boy. You grind plain board breakfast sausage patties, Italian sausage, and some meatballs. Peer pressure. Yeah, that's the other thing I've done when I've gotten. I think there was a recipe we did here. I needed like a pound of pork butt. I think it was one of the Asian dishes we did. And of course, you can't buy a pound of pork butt without paying like $8 a pound. When it's $1.69 a pound when you buy a big one. So I bought a big one. And when I make sausage, I'll use that. Pork butt is really good for that. Kielbasa. All sorts of different things. Out of curiosity, Garnget, the place you work, are you back home, by the way? Good. Oh, jeez. Lady Wayfarer just relayed. Are they pig, lamb, cow, all the above? Chicken, none of the above? I imagine it's a combination, just curious. All right. Our tatties are ready. Patties, some meatballs. Oh yeah, amazing. And I've actually made hamburgers with it, and they're good. Use pork. Less impact environmentally. Hey, Flutterby Squishy, welcome in. Good to see you. Happy Australia Day. Good. Cows mostly. We do pigs. No cows. Mostly we do pigs, but they're generally one-off jobs. Gotcha. Okay. Because I know a little bit about Australia and some of their. They have ranches bigger than some states in the U.S. So they are very big into cattle. I'm not telling them anything. I'm just sharing my knowledge. That's right out of it. Correct nomenclature. Yes. But here in the States, the beef is going through the roof because I think it was transportation costs were going up. And I don't know. Fabulous. I think I told Garnget about this. I don't know if this is going to show the knife in enough detail. But now that I have the scene, I can do it. This is one of the knives my dad sharpened. My mom had a huge collection of knives. And I got some, my brothers got some. My dad would probably sharpen them far more than he did. And he actually took off some of the blade on this part and not here. So... Now, children. Yes, I get my sous vide back. Flutterby Squishy. Did she get a shout out? Give her a shout out. I got to see her stream again. And it was nice. She was doing, what was it, the mint slice. And I went over to her Discord as well and found the recipe and stole it. So you steal my sous vide, I steal your recipe. So there. Oh, it's that one. Okay, all right, I got you. Echo, set a 12-minute Swede timer.
Sweet timer, 12 minutes,
Yeah, close
starting
enough.
now.
Going this curved knife looks is fine. Yeah. Yeah, how's the puppy? I was curious about that. Fresh mint slice. Yep, got it. I think we've talked about this on stream. We have a garden full of horseradish and mint. It's quiet right now, but I guarantee you as soon as we get spring here, we'll have mint galore. And let me get salt. Stitches out in a week. Excellent. All the puppos. This is not good for cutting. No, I'm not gonna. No. I am the soft one. I know this. You guys know this. But they know this now. How could you do this to me? Potatoes are safe, right? Think taters are bad for them? Okay. Ginger tea says no. Blame her. Hippie treat. Hippie treat. Ah! So, taking this over. Now, the only other thing we have to start, other than putting my escaped haggis away. What is the plural of haggis? I don't think well, it's an English name. Hag. I like that. It's a hag. Put that away. Treats for a week. These are hippie treats. Don't ask me why. I had haggis. It was in Ireland. I'm trying to remember if I had it before then. No. Okay. Nope. Don't look him in the eye. Don't look him in the eye. Haggy. Now the whiskey sauce we're doing today. Whiskey cream sauce. It does have shallots in it, and we're going to do our substitute for it. I have some chives over there that we'll put in. But it's 2 teaspoons soft butter, 2 teaspoons olive oil, shallots, bay leaf, garlic clove, whiskey, gosh, that's a surprise, beef stock or chicken stock, and double cream, which is rarer than hen's teeth right now. Every grocery store I go to around here, there is only a little bit of half and half, which is light cream for you guys, for Europe. And double cream, heavy cream, is non-existent. I don't know where it is. Someone must be making ice cream somewhere. So I need to go get some broth from the garage. Or do we have some inside? Let's see if it's out here. Helps to turn on the right burner. Okay. Sold out except for big containers. Aldi has that in abundance here. Huh. Oi, oi. Oh, Flutter. You leaving? Mowing. Okay. Yeah. Enjoy the mowing. Getting out there. The great outdoors. Oh. Let's do 2 minutes on that. So, I just put some in the microwave, some of the stock we have frozen. It calls for double cream, which is heavy cream. We're just going to use half and half for that. And that's going to be used a lot today. Both the Tatties and Neeps call for heavy cream. Where do the spring onions go? potatoes mash till quite smooth. Okay. Cook for 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to take half of the. I think I have more chives. No, I was thinking I was going to pick up more chives, and I didn't. And we have a bad, we have a bad batch of chives here that Lady Wayfarer reacts to, which we think means they've used green onions. So, have to be careful on our supply for the moment. Here they are. Excellent. Sprinkle onions everywhere. Wee! Go ahead and chop this. Now today we've had rain all day. And I think I shared with you guys, having a little bit of trouble with the season. So I've been trying a night light, or not a night light, a light box, I think that's what they're called, in the mornings. Today it didn't work. I'm going to use half in this and half in the sauce. Eh. So, let me go back to the sauce. Go back on the sauce. Yeah, cheers! So, okay, 2 garlic cloves. I'm going to go get those. Since we're doing the substitution, we'll also use more. And I am probably wrong on this because, well, it's me. Is a shallot a cross between garlic and onion? I've heard it, and flavor-wise it is, but etymologically speaking, or that's word, biologically speaking, is that a fact? Odious Peaches, is there a reason you're avoiding those ingredients? Yes, thank you very much for asking. Onions and corn, both of those products we determined my wife cannot tolerate. It's something, it makes her sick. So it's onions I love. I use them a lot, used to use them a lot, and when I go out to restaurant, I will get onion rings, onion soup, but it's not something that she can have. So I try to find tasty foods that she would like and are safe. But thank you for asking. Doo-doo. Cannot stomach them. Yeah, and it is very marked. Even if we were to do that, Garnett, with the bad ones, that would still have an effect. Oh, no problem. There are a lot of people, a lot of other streamers. Pantry Elf, we went to her stream, and she can't do it either. It's also corn products, so anything like corn syrup, cornmeal, corn starch, corn syrup. Try to get yourself a soda anywhere. Try to get yourself most everything. They put corn syrup in ketchup and all sorts of things. But that's no great loss. Lady Wayfarer reminds me, she's not a ketchup person. But it's good for barbecue sauce. So we've made ketchup here. I just finished my last batch of that. Aren't too hard to work with. Okay, gotcha. No, no. Gotcha. No, thank you. I'm just being silly.
Your sweet timer is done.
Let's see. Echo stop. Now, I don't remember. I've not done mashed turnips or teddies and neeps. Yeah, that's done. Don't know if these go through the ricer well. Strainer in the drain. Gotcha. All right. So, I have 4 cloves of garlic, and I notice this one's a bit beat up. Got in a fight somewhere. Since it is in a sauce, I might think about this for a minute. Bay leaf and garlic, whiskey, simmer. Oh, sounding good. There's one time, I think I shared this. We have what looks to be, but is not, an illegal still, to try to get some essences out of herbs. So that. These are our shallots. Oh, about an hour on that. I'm trying to time things in my head. The sauce should be done just before we serve the haggis. And that's going to take... Well, it says 2. We did make the 40 clove chicken. Need more garlic. And when I did sous vide of the 40 clove chicken, basically it's an Alton Brown recipe. Did in the oven, fantastic. It didn't taste like 40 cloves of garlic. It tasted like garlic chicken. When I did the sous vide, it even tasted less because I think when the garlic cooks, it gets a nice caramelization effect, smoky effect, and it's so much better in the oven. So, okay. Our shallots, our garlic. Beat me 40 cloves of garlic. That's still not enough. It gets really sweet. It does. And it's, you think it would be one of these overpowering, you get Italian dishes with too much garlic and it burns. No burn. Give it a try. If you get a chance, give it a try. So, needle pulling thread. I'm going to get my bay leaf, and then we're good on that. At least the ingredient preparation for that. That's a first. Chervil. Let me bring this out rather than shuffling behind your backs there, guys. Cilantro, chervil, home-dried basil, bay leaves. think we're out.
Not up there.
We have one leaf in parts. Lady Wayfarer.
Could use curry.
We have Vindaloo.
Oh, I couldn't find the Vindaloo the other night. Darn it.
I say basil. You say basil. Let's call the whole thing off.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nope.
We'll use that. That's one plus.
I shall put it on the list.
Okay. Butter salt.
Nope.
More garlic. Okay. We have our reserve. We'll be fine for tonight.
It'll work.
She said it'll work. Okay. Let's start with Neeps because you want to do this. Echo, set a 10-minute tater timer.
Tater timer, 10 minutes, starting now.
More garlic. Get our bowl, our sacrificial bowl. That's what she said, Michael Scott. Should know that reference. Uh-huh. I am indeed. Lady Wayfarer is asking if I'm mumbling over here. I was right about that. Does not go too well through this. Ow. The Office is... Oh, thank you, Bleed Blue. Not a show... I know it's probably heresy and sacrilegious. It's not a show I got into. Office Space, yes. Super Troopers, no. I haven't... It's another one I haven't seen. But Office Space, oh yeah. Super Troopers was a comedy. Thought that was actually a serious attempt at that movie. I've only seen a handful of The Office, but Innuendo, and that's what she says. So many immature situations. Yeah, indeed. I need a arm workout today. I'm going to check our guests of honor, the haggis, in a moment here. Realize my phone is not here. How am I going to survive? How am I going to operate my digital watch? I think it's upstairs. Aha! Over there. Okay, we'll get something real quick. That's what's coming up this weekend. It is our 200th not garlic menu. I'm going to take one more hit here. For new people here, not garlic on the stream is Ginger. Thank you. So we have, say not garlic because ginger tea. At the beginning, she complained about it and just sort of became a thing since then. So whenever I say that word, I get a strike. Well, I'm over 200. So every dish we do this weekend will have not garlic in it. Some will be a appetizer, main course, dessert. I did not say it.
I thought you would ask ginger tea to choose one dish of those three.
Well, that's a good idea. Lady Wayfarer suggested that ginger tea should choose one of those dishes. So, our tatties be nashed. Spelling it does not count.
Puppy treats.
Egg fried cheese. We have a puppy treat redemption. Is rutabaga always mashed? No, it is not. Coda, there you go, buddy. Indiana, there you go, buddy. So when you get the puppy fur on your clothes, dark clothes, light clothes. It's a randomized sound. There's 3 sounds now. Because they hear that sound and they come running. It becomes kind of hard when I'm trying to fix things. All right, let's flip back to the other screen. I realize we're still in the... Actually, should I stay and keep it this view? Let's keep it at this view. Hello from Scotland. Yes, Craig. Craig Hyde. Welcome from Scotland. Welcome from the U.S. Thank you very much for the follow earlier. I saw you and one other person followed me today. I do appreciate that.
Should I ask if rutabagas are always mashed?
I didn't mention that, but not always mashed. You can roast them, cubed. I was tempted to do that this time, but it's more traditional to have mashed. How are we all? Slow day here today. was dark. It was a dark and stormy night. It was, I would call, a little down, depressing day.
Perfect. For burns.
For Burns, yes.
It's coffee to be gray and rainy.
Oh, you saw you put, okay. DJ Especially Strong, another friend of the stream. God, I gotta catch him again. I like catching him when he does his drums. I've watched the DJ one. It's not, gray hair, not quite my cup of tea, but still. He keeps it fun. But thank you very much for the follow. Thanks for coming in. And Garnget,
Just subscribed.
16 months. Oh my gosh. And that's a bad thing. All right, sound alerts, you go. Wait.
We need to hang her.
We need to hang you in effigy. So, Garnget.
Keeps moving around. You got him? Okay.
You get to be hung as the slipping guy, skater. Icicles. And I know it's summer at your place, but hey, it's winter here. We get snow. An igloo.
Your tater timer is done.
Echo stop. We have a snowflake and a star. Wow, got a lot of things in here.
Tomatoes are old.
So we put you up on our lights we have behind us to light the season up. 16 up together. And thank you for following Odious Peaches. Why is...
Yes, it is.
Let's try this. Counter Logitech is up there. Okay, that's on top. So I want to bring overlays up here.
Got it. And Garngat wants to be hung upside down.
Mm-hmm. But thank you very much for that follow, Odious Peaches. Sounds like a randomized name, but I like it. Do you like peaches or not?
Slip this under there. There we go.
You put it upside down.
She wanted it upside down.
I figured. I was actually going to do where my camera's upside down for that, but you guys have heard that enough. I don't. All right, now I got to put some stuff in here. So for our neeps, I need to check. I need everything at once.
You wanted it already at once, right?
Yep, I did. Coming over hot.
I'm moving.
Tatties are done too. Put this back over there for a minute. Now for our neeps. Let's finish the neeps first. Mash. Add half the butter and mash for the turnips. So half the butter. 100 grams. Now we did a 1.5 recipe here. So I'm going to do my adjustment here. A 100 grams is roughly a quarter pound. It's 116 grams is a quarter pound. So when this asks for half of 100, it's 50. So we're looking at about 75. It's right about there. 250. What? Quarter pound is 250 grams, or is that a different context? Sorry. I wrote a Robert. Oh, and I have a hydrate. Ooh, man, I'm missing things here. Sorry, guys. Now, a friend of the stream, Master of Splits, poked fun at me one time about this forgetting Fresca. We did an LBJ celebration, Lyndon Baines Johnson. What was his favorite? What did he like? He suggested we do this. I remember Richard Nixon because he's still amazed that I liked ketchup with cottage cheese. I like it. Chicken fried steak. And LBJ loved that. And he loved it with Fresca. And he actually had someone's job was to keep him supplied with Fresca. Cheers. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Wrote a poem. Yeah, you can do it over in our Discord. And there was the tribute to a haggis, which some Scottish poet did. I forget his name. All right, so Neeps. Gonna put it warm on the back burner here. Gonna run Andy B. All right, Andy, thank you very much for coming in. I'd say cheers, but I have to finish before it. Thank you very much for coming in, guy. And get some good sleep. See you again soon. I went for Greek Isles. Popcornopolis. Popcornopolis. There you go. I got it. Greek Isles of Popcornopolis. Well, thank you for sharing that. Now, don't want to cross-contaminate the tatties and neeps. Same bowl. Get this over here. Get the masher clean. My mega garlic press, that is. Oh, and Craig, do you know, does the term coffers, haggis, ring a bell for you? Or what was the other term? Pot haggis? Potted haggis? Pot haggis. Does that... Okay. Pot haggis, I'm sure. Okay. This recipe is sort of adopted, or a combination of a few. There's a great chef's website that had a real haggis recipe that I started with. And the YouTuber named, or the YouTube channel is The Wee Larder. She made up this haggis with chicken livers. It's difficult for us in the States to get lamb innards. I found some. It's a 90-minute drive, and it would end up costing me like $50. Now, this is supposed to be cast-off stuff. But there is a shepherd, presumably, a farm, and basically I needed like 1,400 grams of the stuff, and that would have run me about $60. So it's like chicken livers. We made ours with casings because I wanted to try for the steamed approach, and we did it here. My casing shrank and it squirted out. So we have it in a Ziploc bag in there. But we also have some, now they say traditional Scottish haggis. It's made in the States, so it can't be traditional. Apparently, sheep lungs are considered inedible in the U.S. Yes, the country that gives us yellow dyes and red dyes thinks sheep lungs are bad. But it has lamb in it. The one we made has lamb, ground lamb, and the chicken livers, and theirs has ground lamb and beef liver. So when I had it in Ireland, it was authentic, well, Irish haggis, but it's all over. And I loved it. And this stuff comes close. We made this pot haggis last Wednesday. And then we're having it tonight. Tatties. Such a super nice. All right, and this gets, okay, cover and keep warm. I'll put it back on the stove. There's a turn here. I have the lid. Here's the lid. Oh. Tatties. They're not done. That's just step one. I'm clearing this off to bring my cooktop. I have a portable one I use. Get that out. Oh, and the new faces, very happy to see you. Glad to share our kitchen with you. We are backseating friendly. So if you have suggestions, especially our friend from Scotland, if you're still with us, I would love to hear what you think of this because it's the only way I learn. So as we go through this, let me know. All right. Glad you came by. Really, and you're welcome. We also stream Sundays. Sunday's a longer stream. We started this one at 6:30 Eastern. Sundays typically we do 3 p.m. till the cows come home. However, this Sunday I might be a little late. because it's Community Day. So I'm thinking of starting maybe a half hour late. Not, I won't, Pokemon Go, just so you know. The 5th. Oh, that's next. Oh,
It's 2 weeks.
no. So this Sunday, we're going to be doing 3 o'clock. It's 2 Sundays from now that will be grade day, all right? Okay, so for our tatties, more. Apparently, I'm talking out my backside. I was looking for this. And honestly, an excuse to have haggis, I'm for it. I really do enjoy it. No, not everyone does. That's cool. More for me. Thanks. Okay, do this. Decent. Butter. Shh. Shh. It's okay. So, remaining spring onions, which remarkably look like chives. And this I've explained before is a spurtle. One of the things, my mother's my inspiration for a lot of this, and this was out of her collection of wooden tools that I had no idea what they were for. I love it. Okay. So we're doing the ginger next Sunday. The not garlic next Sunday. Oh, golden syrup. We've got Groundhog Day. And then we're into February. Scout Life. Hey, welcome in. Good to see you again. How have you been doing? I was bemoaning earlier how Gray Day kind of had me down, but this has me back up, so I'm happy. Well, that's a nice flavor. I like that. The chives in the butter. Well, I like the smell of butter, so. Cheers. Better now, recovering after back. Oh. Well, I'm glad you're doing better. I presume the back surgery was successful. milk solids off the bottom there. So, Tatties, I think I'm going to get a little bit more. I would add cream, but we can't find it here anymore. I think the cows are on strike. Little half and half. Now, it doesn't call for it, but of course salt and pepper is going in this. There. Now it's going to be, it looks a little tight yet, but it's actually going to soak up more. So we'll need that. Now, I refer to my mom and her cooking. When we came to mashed potatoes, that was my dad's job. And Mom was, they would be playful about it. My dad had a hip wiggle. When he was doing it, he put his whole body into it, and that was the masher he used. So whenever I think of mashed potatoes, I think of him doing that. Oh, L4 knife. Oh. Put the rest in there. That exact masher. Yes. I used to use a similar one. They still had it. But I love the ricer potatoes. So I still keep that one around for other mashings and for nostalgia. So, tatties and neeps at the ready. I'll do this, put it over there, keep it on warm. So I left these au naturel to see how they were, and then we can add salt and pepper as we go. All right. "25 minutes on the haggis. Fork to mash, lots of work, but kind of fun. I used to, even when I had baked potatoes, I like them mashed. I'm weird that way. So I would mash my potatoes at the plate. When we have our stuffed baked potato night here, that's what I do. I want to make sure of this. Okay. 200 ml of stock. This is for our whiskey sauce now. Now normally I'm a bourbon guy, but for tonight, and I explained this earlier, I like Lafroig better, but this is a more neutral, less peaty Scotch. So, and I thought Lady Wayfair would enjoy it too. So that's why I got it. But we need some of that. We need whiskey cream sauce. 2 teaspoons of butter. Teaspoons of soft butter? Really? Huh. Olive oil, shallots, which is the other chives we have there. Bay leaf, which we're using bay leaf shards, specially imported. Garlic cloves. 120 mils of Scotch. More to taste. Two of those. Let's get this going. And the haggis has burst forth yet again. Before we do this, let me bring this over. This is the haggis we made, and the skin is still shrinking, so it's squirting more out, but I have it in the plastic bag, so it's still getting cooked. That one on the bottom is a different one, so we wanted to do a taste test. So these are almost ready. Where does Glenfiddich fall in the spectrum of smoky? Oh, Glenfiddich, very mild on the peat. And more popular in the States here, but it's very similar. Well, Glenmorangie, I think, has a little bit more, but not lots more. Monkey Shoulder, it was very nice. Yes, that's another one I've seen out there. I've never tried that yet, but I want to. I should have brought that actually. Yeah, I bought those years ago when I was going to make, I think I said this before, make Lebanon Bologna. My Lady Wayfair loves Lebanon Bologna. And Lebanon Bologna, anywhere outside the U.S., and probably for most of the U.S., originally came from Lebanon, Pennsylvania. The Amish, Stoltzfus, I think, is the name of the original makers of it. And it's like a summer sausage, but with more of a citrus tang to it. I loved it as a kid growing up because it was real sharp flavor, good flavor to it. But it has dextrose, corn, so can't have it. I bought those to make Lebanon Bologna, and I have the recipe, and I will make it. But now I need to figure out what skins I'm going to put them in because those do not work. All right, so butter. Olive oil. And I love oil. 2 teaspoons. About that. fry shallot. Again, very similar approach on this. And a garlic press. I'm going to put 2 in now. 2 in when the garlic is supposed to go in. Okay, A Wild Goat, thank you very much for coming by. Always appreciate your insights. Have a good night's rest, and hope to see you Sunday. Normal time, 3 p.m. Do not listen to Heavy Wayfarer. Okay. Get my other Spertle out. I'm not going to go too fast and furious on this. Good night. I do enjoy that about Twitch. You meet so many people from all over the world. I've learned a good bit of things that way too. So, about 8 minutes. I'm just going to go a little bit because shallot, I don't know if I ever saw that, whether it is a cross or not, but I think it's, the flavor-wise, it's a cross between an onion and garlic. So, it's like sauteing an onion down, and we can't use we've tried shallots too, and those are no-go. So let's go ahead, add in the other garlic, and the bay leaf. Another minute there. Whew. Bay leaf. Add 100 ml whiskey. Quality assurance. Oh yeah. So this is oh God. Wait a minute, I'm wasting it. Oh, jeez. This is the other part they call for. So it's about 100 milliliters in there until absorbed and almost evaporated. But I'm sad. Oh wait, I can do that. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. We're going to drive off most of the alcohol. I know this is sacrilege, but it's Robert Burns night. You got to have a whiskey sauce. The Highlands of Scotland, Glasgow. Oh, cool. I'm going to get retirement, which could be any day. Lady Wayfair and I have talked about our journeys. I did a tour of Ireland one year for my 50th birthday. 2 weeks, loved it. I think I want to do the rest of the UK, including Scotland, Wales. We're still part of the UK, yeah. Isle of Man, I'm curious about for my motorcycle curiosity, but I don't see that. I don't think I would lose sleep over it. Scotch facial sheets. Oh, man. We're going to do that until it's mostly evaporated. Just message you. Definitely. Ginger Tea actually did a couple tours over in Ireland. Had some suggestions about where I missed. But we did the whole coast. Did not do the interior part, but we even did Northern Ireland, which was, it was supposed to be, well, it's still contentious, but they're all pretty much decided to settle and just not fight. At least that's the impression I got. And there's still the paintings in Northern Ireland on the houses, both sides. And it's just, it was a shameful part, not shameful, it was a tragic part of the history. But the people there were remarkable. The people running the tour just said they had to get rid of their debt in order to get into the EU. So people just put off retirement and just kept working. And they are dedicated towards making that happen. I imagine when I visit the other parts of that lovely island set, I will meet other lovely people. 'Cause I want to see the world. Not all of it. Now, either my senses are numb, or I'm getting less of the whiskey and I'm getting a mint, which I don't know where that's coming from. It's a sweetness from the whiskey. That's it. Okay. So there you go. That's about right. Pour in stock and simmer for 5 minutes. Here we go. Stock. Hippie gets a little buzzed. It's good. He's fine. I'm not as think as you drunk I am. Okay, Ginger Tea, thank you very much for hanging out with us tonight. Your allotment of haggis will be forthcoming. Simmer for 5 minutes. I'm going to crank this up. We're supposed to reduce it by half. So it's about at the bend. Old Man Tiger Mom, I saw you come in earlier and I didn't give you a proper greeting. Welcome in, Old Man Tiger Mom. Good to see you again, my friend. Let's see if the whiskey's still good. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Still good. No double. Where do I add the double cream? The recipe doesn't mention. Thank you. Stir in the remaining whiskey. All right, another 20. I have a fine, steady hand. Now, I'd ask what movie that is, but that's the wrong country. Ooh, steamy cam. Echo, set a 3-minute timer. Echo, set a 3-minute timer.
Second timer, 3 minutes, starting now.
I swear. You ignore me again. We'll have words. And they say 200 mils of cream. So let me get another measuring device. I'm curious about this recipe. One, because it doesn't say when to add this. And two, there's no binder, there's no roux, there's no flour. So what's going to keep it from separating? Grandmother recipe. Yes, I've talked about that before. My grandmother, I have both of the recipe boxes, my mother and my grandmother, and I also have a scan of all my mother's binders. The binders are mostly website recipes, but some of them are typewritten, some of them are handwritten, and some of them are from trips like they took over to Czechoslovakia at that time. They did a Danube cruise. But my grandmother's always has either instructions, no instructions, and just ingredients. And even then, she would sometimes leave off ingredients that she knew was in there. But it's fun to go back through those. Friendship will keep it from separate. Bobby Burns. Okay. Here's the west of the risky. I do think I got something out of that. There is our whiskey sauce. Echo, stop. Bring that up to heat. While that's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and commit a neatness of 3. Lady Wayfarer, would you like a tipple tonight? I don't know what happened to the other one I poured. Now, single cube or neat, as they say. Neat. Okay. The Richie sauce. Yes. That's exactly what I meant. It wasn't anything to do with the alcohol vapors I absorbed.
Thank you.
This is hot.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to go any smokier than
Yeah.
that.
After a couple of years marriage, we kind of figured that out. Oh, that's right.
Your haggis timer is done.
Echo, stop. Not quite the presentation I was hoping for out of it. But you can see what happened here. This is the traditional one. Once I pierce this, it will not explode, but it will burst forth. But if we're going to do that, how is this going to go on?
Use your belt.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you, love. I don't have a kilt, but I have a sash.
Yes, you do.
I don't even know the color, the pattern, but it's not one of the Scotch ones.
Don't futz with it.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. That was collagen casing, yes.
There we go.
All right, Craig, thank you very much for the lurk. I'll stop by and share my appreciation. I'll be back around. Thank you. Do appreciate that. That's what we try for. And Shorty Stack, thank you very much for the follow as well. That's Coda, the Wonder Pup. So, I'm going to go ahead and open the haggis.
And the pen came from Scotland.
Ah,
My mother got that when she went over there.
actually, I'm going to dish up around this. Whiskey sauce there. Neeps. I had grand visions of a kilt, but what am I going to do with a kilt once I wear it once? Go to another Robert Burns night, maybe, but a friend of mine, Steve, handling here, he's Aspenwood. Loves getting into his kilt. Me, I'll try it once. patties. Getting 100. Might like you in a kilt. What do you mean by that? Oops. Let's get a clear picture of this. We do post pictures on Discord, and I'm trying to get back to my Instagram. Links below. So if you guys want to follow, keep up that way. Certainly welcome to. I'm just grateful you're here tonight. So. Uh-oh, come on, focus, focus. Let's see what happens. Streamer gets scalded to death by exploding haggis. Not so bad. I was hoping for that effect here. Like the smell. Don't encourage it. I will plate up some of this safe haggis for Lady Wayfair. And some of the good stuff alongside of it. So tempting. And our whiskey sauce. Exploding Haggis sounds like a Scottish heavy metal band. Indeed, and I definitely listen to them. Service up. Or would you like me to deliver? Okay. And I will do some of both. Different look to them, as you can see. Yeah, the collagen ones are supposed to be edible, which is why I was going to do it, or why I did it, but I'll have to figure that out. That's yours?
I'm looking. You've never made this sauce before, have you?
No, first time for the sauce.
Those are exploded. It's good.
The sauce?
The haggis.
Oh, good.
I may not be a rutabaga fan. Okay. So, we have to eat it together.
Hold on. Could you hand me a fork?
Yeah, but how come this doesn't look like that?
It's a very good question.
What's the thing?
I guess chicken livers cook up red,
Oh. Okay.
and beef livers cook up black.
Okay.
Which are you doing? Neeps or tatties?
Both.
Oh, a mixture.
They're better together.
Okay, all right.
The neeps, I'm not a big fan of the rutabagas by themselves. But together with the tatties, it's good. Maybe.
Oh, wow. Shorty stack.
Underscore stack
Thank you.
underscore, just subscribe.
A tier 2 subscription. Wow. Thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it.
You put them up.
Now, of course, the haggis. Oh, there it is. Red pepper. I like the red pepper in there.
So ask Shorty, do you have the mic? Ask them which one they would like to be.
Shorty, we have been hanging our subscribers in effigy. Would you like to pick your form? Oh, thank you very much for saying so. Very wholesome. Try to be. So let us know.
So snowflake,
Igloo, snow,
skater.
surprise them.
Surprise me.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Be snow.
Now, you haven't tried the other haggis. Would you go for that haggis again? Would that be something you'd like?
Yeah.
I like the flavor of the one we made better. This is very oaty, which is okay. It's the only pronounced spice that I get from it, in addition to the liver, is the red pepper at the end. Otherwise, it's kind of bland. This, I think I still have, yep, traditional haggis. Coriander, black pepper, nutmeg, sea salt. Thank you very much for the tier 2. So,
I'll put some up higher later. Later.
okay. We didn't think that part out about getting up there.
Yeah, I knew it would be I couldn't think of a better idea.
Now let's try it with whiskey, the water of life. No E in Scotch whiskey, by the way.
Who was it that told us about that? Who was it that told us about the E in whiskey? If it's Scotch, it doesn't have an E, and if it's not, it does.
Keep up the good work. I intend to. Welcome to my retirement.
This is good.
I'm pleased as punch without Judy.
trying some of the haggis soaked in the whiskey sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very rich.
Mm-hmm.
The suet in here is incredible.
Mm-hmm.
With just,
Did you show the box?
oh, well, we put that back.
Oh. Okay.
When we made this, we had,
I can go get one.
partial should be in the closet there.
Oh, okay.
But we used shredded suet because we bought a lot when we were doing our pie day.
Yeah.
I wanted to make a short crust.
Because you ordered this from UK, right?
Yeah, went on Amazon UK. And my Amazon membership worked. So I got it shipped from free from UK. And we use this. I actually do have suet in the fridge or freezer, but I wanted to use that up. So let me try our haggis with Neeps and Tatties
Oh, all together?
all together.
All right. Let me try that too. The whiskey sauce is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If I were to do it again, I would do it with the roux. It needs to be a little thicker. Flavor-wise, I love it.
It's good.
Best way to spend retirement doing something you love. Yep. It's going to be a change. I've been working off and on, well, pretty much on since, wow, almost 40 years. So it's been a while, and I'll keep doing things. It's just things that I want to do, and this is one of them. That's one of them too. The printing, I love it. So work for that. Anyway, I get distracted. I want to thank you guys. I wish I could share this around, send it around to you. Virtual haggis all over. Sounds like a mess. But I would say the Neeps are traditional. They're good. There's always room in my life for mashed potatoes, tatties. And I like my haggis better. So I think the thing I have to take about the haggis, though, is that the casing is not going to work. So I will probably use all that as just, I will then either bake it or just use it as a patty and fry it. Thank you, Ashley Marie.
You could do pot haggis.
Oh, we could do the pot haggis, yeah.
Yeah, you could do pot haggis.
And by pot, it was just basically steamed. She had this vessel. I'm trying to remember the name she called it. But it was for puddings, but it had a cap on it. And she just latched down the cap. She says if you don't have that, just do aluminum foil. We've got plenty of pans we could use for that. We'll try a pot and see how that goes. That'll be good. All right.
What are you gonna eat?
Good question. Not many of our chefy friends are out there.
Or
Nebulous idea. We're going to go raid a friend of ours, if that's okay. Not a cooking streamer. Nebulous Idea is out there playing
don't starve.
Don't Starve Together. So, oh, thank you, Chris, for the follow. Do appreciate it. And Garnget, always a pleasure. Thank you very much. Old Man Tiger Bomb, thank you again. You guys, I do this because you're here and it's fun. So Thank you very much for that. So let me go prep this. I've got some more haggis to work on, and somehow that bottle's almost half empty, and we poured a glass. Aha! Nebulosus. Didn't realize that. Nebulosus. See if I can get the right person. We've done that before. What if that's a 1? Oh, bloody. Watch an old man type. Come on. There we go. Like I said, this is fun for me. This is relaxing for me. I lift a glass salute to you who have toughed it out while we made haggis and celebrated Robert Burns' legacy. Thank you very much, guys. Cheers. See you Sunday.
It's been a long time since you've seen her. Could have been 3 years or more. Will she be waiting when we dock, boys? Or like the others, will she be gone? It's one more pull, boys, that'll do, boys. Soon we'll draw alongside. Hoist her upward, swing her inboard, for the journey's nearly done. Well, you're looking mighty smart, boy, dressed up in your number ones. You scrounged a new blade from the purser to scrape the bum fluff from off your chin. It's one more pull, boys, that'll do, boys. Soon.
Raiders. Oh gosh. Welcome, Raiders. Hippie Wayfarer, thank you for swinging in. Thank you for bringing the party here. I appreciate that very much. How was your stream? What were you getting into tonight? What were you cooking? Always cooking up something delicious. Raw and stuff. Raw right back, my friend. Shorty Stack, hello. Welcome to the chat. Welcome in, everybody. Tonight's a bit of a different night on the stream. I do game a lot, but tonight we are playing Don't Starve Together with Harbinger of Beth. But I am Nebulosus. You can call me Neb or Nebby or whatever it is you'd like to, really. That's all. Any of that works. And yeah, if you're new here, you know, we game, we cook, we do some paint projects. Like I said, we're doing a co-op thing with our friend Harbinger of Beth. Got a little bit of information in there in the chat. Let's see, we celebrated Robert Burns tonight, 2 types of haggis. Okay. Ooh, okay. Wow, alright. There's like verbiage in there I literally don't even know. I'm jealous, first of all. And also hungry. I need to run back to my base before I die because it's gonna get nighttime, and I've been trying to welcome in all our wonderful raiders. So I've not gotten too much done on this day in this game, but that's okay. But yeah, thank you all for joining. Thank you all for coming in. Hippie, once again, thank you for bringing people in with the raid. I totally understand if you've got a raid and run, but if you're hanging out for a bit, I'd be more than happy to have you. Patty's mashed potatoes. Okay, Neeps's mashed yellow turnips. Ooh, okay. Oh, it's getting pretty late.
Yeah, like, I was trying to go back, but I think I headed the wrong way.
Oh, hippie, that sounds so good. That sounds so tasty. I would. I do great and terrible things to eat a little bit of that food.